Hey socialites, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Ariell. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if those are the type of videos you enjoy, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. Today's video is going to be my top 10 fragrances that released in 2024. I do believe all of them released this year. I tried them all this year. I think they did all release this year. So before we jump into the video, let's unlock day 22 in our Revolve Beauty Advent Calendar. So 22's in the top corner. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this is actually a product that I use. This is one of my new favorites that I use every day, and it's the Elemis Cleansing Balm. I've started double cleansing, and I use this first before I go in with my cleanser, and it does make a difference. So I do have 2 of them already, so we're gonna add this one to the giveaway. I tried to put these in order from favorites, but there's about 6 of them that run neck and neck with each other, so I just gave them a number child, but I really like them all equally, and I'll let you guys know which one they are. So starting off with number 10, we have LoveShackFancy's Endless Dreams. And to me, this is one of the least talked about fragrances. This fragrance house in general isn't really talked about enough, in my opinion. Endless Dreams is actually a fruity floral fragrance. It has notes of strawberry, jasmine, and vanilla, and it is so yummy. When I tell you, I don't know why people don't talk about it. If you like a fruity floral like me, imagine a fruity floral that's just fun and upbeat. It's a little creamy because there's vanilla in here. It's soft, it's pretty, it's alluring. So sweet and good if you like a sweet, girly, feminine perfume. So number 9 is Queens and Monsters from Henry Rose. This is one that sort of caught me by surprise because it's very much unlike fragrances that I typically like. It's a powdery, woodsy fragrance. Definitely unisex, and it's very green because it's like one of those aromatic super green, almost like grassy green fragrances. And if you smell it on paper in the store, you probably be like, Ariell, this is nothing like the fragrances you like or that you normally talk about that's really sweet and girly. But I sprayed it in the air in Sephora a few times, and something about it just captivated me. Eventually, I tried it on skin. Once it's on my skin, it gets sweeter and sweeter. Like every 30 minutes to an hour, maybe it gets a little bit sweeter, and something about it is just so fresh and captivating to me. Such a nice, clean, fresh scent in my opinion, but this one is definitely an acquired taste. This is one that I do not recommend blind buying, but I really do like this one. Number 8 is Miami Nectar from Ellis Brooklyn, and this one's a tropical, fruity, sweet perfume. Very much like the perfumes that I typically go for. Such a nice tropical fragrance. At the beginning of the year, it seemed that almost every fragrance house was dropping some sort of tropical, fruity, floral fragrance, and they started to all kind of smell alike. So they were just giving basic. This one also launched around that same time, but it does something different. Something in here is just giving a lot more fruitier, almost like syrupy sweet and yummy and fresh. Such a good one. And this was like a fan favorite. I feel like the internet went crazy when this one came out. Number 7 is Love Explosion from Zara. And this one is a rose vanilla scent. The next probably like 4 to 5, maybe even 6 fragrances are really like equal, but I just had to, put them in order in some type of way. This one reminds me so much of one of my top 3 favorite fragrances, which is Delina Exclusive. If you love that perfume, you would love this. If you love perfumes like Donna Born and Roma, you would love this. It's sweet, it's a little powdery, it's a soft rose in here. So if you don't like rose, you still may like this one. It's kind of creamy, it's a little fresh, it's a little ambery. This is so good. Number 6 is Carnivale from Brown Girl Jane. This is another sweet, tropical, fruity perfume. Remember I told you there were so many that came out towards the beginning of the year. This one is brighter and a little bit more tart than Miami Nectar from Ellis Brooklyn. It is so yummy, y'all. This is yummy goodness. So good. This fragrance house, Brown Girl Jane in general, just makes some really nice, sweet, upbeat, feminine, fruity, tropical type perfumes. Oh, so good, so fresh, sweet, and girly. Number 5 is going to be her sister, which is Carousel from Brown Girl Jane. They launched Carousel, and can you believe it topped it? I like this one a little bit better, but both of them are stunning. This one's like a sweet, fruity floral as well, but there's a leather note in here that makes it a little bit more moody, just a little bit, not a whole lot. It's still bright and fun. It makes it a little bit more sexy. This is one that I would wear on date night, but you could wear it during the day because it's still a fun, fruity floral. It is so yummy. Is there whipped cream note in here? There's apple in here, sponge sugar. There's some rose, a leather note, some creamy sandalwood. Y'all, this is one of the best perfumes that came out in 2024. All of them on the list are, but you know, this one's a little closer to the top, so I was obsessed when this first came out. Now, I haven't gotten a full bottle because I'm still working on the full bottle of Carnivale. I got this first. This was actually gifted to me from Sephora when I went to the Sephora studios, which was such a pleasant surprise because I was raving about this. I was going to get a full bottle, and then they gifted this one to me, but so good. Once I'm out of Carnivale, I'll be repurchasing a full bottle though of Carousel. Number 4 is actually like a dupe fragrance, y'all. This is Lataffa's Angham or Angham, and it is like a dupe or an inspired version of Burberry Goddess. So if you love Burberry Goddess, you'd probably love this one even more. It's just a beautiful vanilla. It's a yummy, grown-up, sexy, seductive vanilla. This is something you could wear every day. It's a little bit of spice in there, maybe benzoin because it smells a little ambery, sort of a little cinnamon-like, but just a tiny bit. But you can wear this during the day as a signature. You can wear this date night because it's moody enough and sexy enough too. So good. This is such a grown woman, sophisticated, sexy vanilla. In the number 3 spot, we have Sempre Mio from Fendi. And this one is a citrus white floral scent. I would actually call this like a white floral woodsy scent because there's a soft, creamy, woodsy undertone to it. It's sort of ambery. It's something a man or a woman could wear if a man doesn't mind sweet scents. Oh, y'all, this is so seductive and sexy, so smooth and sophisticated. It smells very refined and expensive. When I went to the flagship Fendi store when I first had this, and by the way, I think all the Fendi stores have these because I was in there the other day and they had the fragrances in there. At first, they were only in the flagship store, so I think they're in all Fendi stores now if you wanted to smell the Fendi fragrances. But out of all of them, this one was by far my favorite. It's sweet. There's cedarwood, lemon, and orange blossom in this one. Number 2 is going to be Libre, Flowers and Flames. Now, when this one launched, I feel like everybody was excited to get their nose on it because Libre is just a well-loved line of fragrances. I love Libre Intense. Le Parfum, I love even more. Y'all, and this was no exception. This is so yummy. It's a white floral vanilla fragrance. It reminds you of, it sort of puts you in the mind of if you had Libre Original, which is not my favorite, but it's a nice fragrance. If you mix that with like Intense, you get this. So it's not as moody and date night and sexy as Intense, but it's not as bright and assertive as the original Libre. It's somewhere in between, which makes it so beautiful. It does have the DNA of all of them in there that makes it very distinctive. If you put it on, somebody's definitely going to know you have on one of the Libres. This is so nice. You could wear it during the day. You could wear it for date night, and I love it. One of the best releases this year. My number 1 favorite release of 2024, by far my most worn fragrance of the entire year, is Cosmic from Kylie Jenner. When I tell you this was the one, not the two, this is one of those sort of sweet, fruity, floral, mass appealing fragrances that's gorgeous. There's a little woodsy undertone that makes it sexy enough to wear it like on date night. It's a great everyday scent, which I found myself just wearing it every single day. It's a compliment getter. It's sweet. It's so girly. I did hear somebody say that it was a little too sweet for them, but I do like really sweet perfumes. It layers well with anything woodsy, fruity, or floral. It's sort of sexy a bit. It's just, this is one of those perfumes that it would be hard not to love this. Most people who have this love it as well. I do have a couple of honorable mentions. I didn't know where to place these, but it was hard to narrow it to a top 10. This is a new release. So can you believe it? Her sister made the cut. So this is Kylie. This is XO Khloe from Khloe Kardashian. This just released about a week or so ago, and it is so nice. Another perfume that's an everyday wearable perfume that's an easy reach. I do feel like this one is going to be hit or miss. You may either love it or hate it. Whereas this one, I feel like most people will love it. To me, this is one of those skin scents, ambroxan type scents, sort of like Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. That's kind of what it gives me. But it's fresh, it's a little sweet, it sweetens up the longer you have it on your skin. This is a really nice one, surprisingly. So we'll see how much I wear this in 2025 because it just came out. Another one that I picked up not too long ago that I like but didn't quite make the cut. It was tough. This is Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion Intense. This is super, 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 super sweet. This is sweeter than anything that I mentioned today, but I do like it. It's pleasant, it's fun, but in a grown-up way, if that makes any sense. Something in here smells a little bit like a dreamsicle, which I'm not crazy about, but overall, it's just a really fun, pretty perfume. And the last one that I want to mention is the new Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. Now, most of these Gucci Flora perfumes, I'm very much a fan of. The purple one is my favorite. This year I actually caught it on sale for 50% off and got like the 5.5 ounce, like the really big bottle of it, which I'm glad because that one was my favorite. The yellow one came out this year and it has the same DNA as all the other ones. This one takes on a much fresher tone than the Gorgeous Magnolia, which is the purple one, but it's still very pleasant. I could see myself getting a full bottle of this if I didn't have the purple one already. It's really, really cute. So let's go ahead and do a giveaway, y'all. I feel like we need to do a giveaway. This video is give away something to my girlies. So my number one favorite perfume this year was Kylie Cosmic. So I do have a full-size bottle of Kylie Cosmic for one of you guys. So drop 3 heart emojis down in the comments. You must be following me on Instagram because that's the only way we'll be communicating, and you have to be a US resident. Comment down below, let me know what was one of your favorite perfumes this year. If you're new here, welcome. I'd love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. 'Cause I've been where you are. Just get to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars.